Welcome to Tales of the Ever After.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales of the Ever After, a D&D actual play podcast about a group of adventurers finding out that the trouble of destiny is all the trauma that gets in the way. I'm Tyler Borff. I'm your DM. I'm joined today, once again, one-on-one, 1v1, Scott Pilgrim versus the world with Lynn Shephard.
I'm pretty sure Scott Pilgrim was the bad guy in that. So, all right, fine. Well, I'm Lynn Shephard, and I guess I'm the bad guy.
I re-listened to some of your decisions.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have made every good decision. I play Stephanie Bradshaw for an indeterminate amount of time going forward. We'll see how this next 5 minutes goes.
I was just thinking this. I was like, I bet this is what she's going to say. And you said it exactly as I thought you would, because this is maybe the 10th episode that you've said that throughout the podcast. You're like, fuck, this is clearly the episode Stephanie's going to die. And then at the end of the episode, I was like, oh, yeah, she was fine.
When Lav has been watching or listening through, and she's like, hey, you were so stressed that your character was going to die. You were never in any danger. I was like, that's not how it felt.
So right now, there's at least one other time where that for sure. And then this time is pretty, you're in danger, right? So
I'll have you know, if combat happens at any point during this, I'm probably not going to live through it. If ever there's a way to go, it's just popping like a water balloon, right? Like one quip and gone. That's how I want to go.
The Rorschach at the end of Watchmen.
Yeah. Who's Steve Jobs?
Around you is the humming vibrations of the arcane generators that keep this airship afloat. Behind this magical window, slightly muffled, are the sounds of citizens, civilians, soldiers of Agared crying out in pain. And standing in front of you, no longer the Empress Nel Sarah, in fact, General Tailnor. What do you do?
I think she'll probably take a moment and then gesture towards the business card and be like, so you finally reached out.
Turns out business cards are a great way to stay in contact, aren't they, Stephanie?
Oh, I agree. I have found so many wonderful clients this way.
He goes to sit back down in his chair. He gestures at another chair for you to sit down across from him.
I think I'll go sit down, but I think when she sits down, she does that thing where she's just trying to buy time. So she sits down and just kind of tests it, and then kind of sits up a little bit, and then sits back down, and then pats the arms, and she's like really?
Scoots it around, make sure the feng shui is all perfect.
Yeah, she sits down, realizes she's not quite facing him head on, so then she scooches it. And she's like, you really do enjoy your comforts, don't you?
If you're gonna rule the planet, you might as well do it in style, right?
The whole planet.
He takes a little cup of, looks like tea, just sips it. A little floating disc comes by over to you. It's got a few different drinks there if you'd like to take one.
What drinks are there?
You tell me.
I think there's instead of Mountain Dew, it's Mountain Ent, and
taken straight from the sap of the living Ents.
Oh no, there's so many puns I want
There's
to make.
Sprite, and it's actually from fairy sprites that are just crushed up into it. So that way it is legally distinct from the soda Sprite.
Yeah, there's ginger ale. It looks really sickly.
Yeah. And then water.
Yeah. I will grab the water.
Okay, cool. The floating disc goes away. He goes, where's the stone, Stephanie? I hear lots of crying, lots of screaming, lots of beautiful sounds out there, but I still don't have my stones.
Well, the last time that I saw the stone, it was in my bag, which I was going to bring to you, and then all of a sudden, Alaric just took it. So I'm trying to help you find Alaric so we can find the stones. I know that his sister has the other one. I think, given your whole glowy gauntlet thing, that you might have the third?
I'll give you a few hours to think through how best to help us find this stone. And then I'm going to make you hurt.
Sorry, define a few hours. I just like to have a very, concrete timeline.
I'll give you 6 hours.
See, now you're generous. I knew there was something I liked about you. The generous general. That should be a play. And she sips her water.
He just stares at you and keeps sipping his tea, yeah.
Yeah, I sip my water. I'm going to finish the water and just kind of sit there and
Just slow.
Yeah. And I think she takes a break and she just sets the water down on the arm of the chair and probably rebalances it precariously and just does that thing where she pats your legs how did you get off Sandrail?
Stephanie, I'm not in the mood to monologue.
Well, it's not a monologue, it's a conversation.
The conversation is around finding those fragments.
Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to piece together things.
Piece together my statues first.
Will you open up to me then? Will we be friends? Oh no, are you reaching for the base?
15 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
A 16.
Damn it. Okay.
He takes out a gun and shoots you in the knee.
She probably knocks over the water.
You're going to take 15 bludgeoning damage. I guess that's piercing damage.
That's a really low velocity bullet.
Just a
bounces
fucking
off.
cannonball.
Cool. Yeah, she's just going to kind of not quite double over, but, just clench onto her knee and go, okay, that actually kind of sucks. And I apologize for doing that previously.
That's great. He puts the gun back in a little holster. You couldn't even really see it. It was almost grafted into the armor that he's wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, again, the conversation is about my fragments.
Okay.
You have 6 hours to think about an answer. This doesn't hurt.
Right. I will go begin my research. By the way, I'm going to take credit for you using a gun here. I feel like you saw my style and you enjoyed it. Anyway, I'll be back. And she's just going to kind of slowly, really push herself up with her hands off the arms.
Yeah.
And then just kind of hobble out.
Okay, cool. He uses magic to unlock the door. He lets you leave, and then the door shuts behind you. Where do you go? What do you do at this point?
Probably back to my quote-unquote quarters to tend to this wound.
Awesome. You go there. When you walk in, there's a medic that's already there waiting for you. And it's just this little halfling that's in there. He goes, hey, let me see that knee. Yeah, the Empress does that every now and then. Let me just wrap you up here, and then gives you a little shot. Go ahead and roll 2d4.
7.
Cool. +2, so 9 HP back. And then he wraps it up so that way you can walk a little more effectively, pulls the bullet out.
Thank you. She does this often.
Yeah, when people just, don't stay on topic. She usually gives agendas for the meetings, and if you stray, whoo, bullet to the knee. Anyway, see you later. Bye.
Wild. I thought I was special.
She's only started doing it in the last couple months. She read a book or something about leadership. I don't know.
How to make friends and shoot your enemies.
Yes. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I love that story.
By Gail Farnagy. And this little halfling leaves. So just as a reminder, so you have all of the memories of Agarad.
Mm-hmm.
You ostensibly know what the plan was as far as using the mansion. You, Stephanie, don't actually know where they were physically. Now you know that all of this is going on too, where the Eldarian army is going around and just leaving people out. How's Stephanie feeling emotionally, mentally, physically? Obviously, your knee is throbbing. Walk us through the internal processes of one Stephanie Bradshaw.
I don't think anything's changed from her plan. I think she's just kind of stuck here. She is going to focus on just trying to buy time for Larsha and Alark to figure something out. Trying to figure out how to word this. I, Lynn, don't want Stephanie to have the stone because I don't think Stephanie feels like she deserves it. Because I think in Stephanie's mind, it makes sense that Larsha would have the creation one, and Stephanie doesn't feel like a protector, so she feels like it needs to go with Alark because he's always been the healer. So I don't think she feels a need to get back to them. In her mind, the best way that she can serve them is just to continue to buy them time and throw the Empire off their trail.
I like it. So how do you want to do that?
I am going to start going through the bags that I collected from all the people in the cages.
Yeah.
I am looking for anything that I can use to create an explosive or any sort of I don't know, anything that I can, for lack of a better way, do Stephanie things with. So, I don't know, what all do I find in there? The main things I would love to find are explosive components, maybe some potions, on the off chance that somebody has a bottle of acid.
Well, let's take this one at a time. What bag do you want to search first?
Heave.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, come on. Heave's bag sucks. 5.
Heave's bag does kind of suck. You find there's some rope in here. There are some empty glass vials. You find one regular healing potion in there. And you also find one bag of ball bearings.
How many empty vials?
Roll a d4.
1.
One empty vial.
Cool. Easy enough. Yeah, I will just go on to hose bag, I guess.
All right, roll investigation check.
My crew sucks. 8.
In hose bag, you find one of those makeshift explosives from back on Morn, but it is not complete. It's missing some crucial components for it to be effective. The other thing you find is the little pirate hat that he had that said, "I'm the captain." Then you find a drawing in there, stick figures, clearly written by a child, but except it was drawn by Ho, and it just shows a wooden ship, and then one that's clearly meant to be Heave, one that's meant to be Ho, and then Stephanie with her captain's hat, and then it just says family, but it's F''MLY.
Hey, Ty, do you want to make their deaths a little more tragic for me? You want to just go ahead and really rub that in?
Yes.
Hey, Layton, you just watched all your friends die. Now let's learn how much they loved you. I will. I'm going to.
Oh yeah, I'll have to retcon that in. Tailnor the cat popped out of your hood, and then there's the Spider-Man meme where he points at Tailnor. Tailnor points back at him. Okay, cool. Smash cut back to this.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten to do that part yet.
Okay, so that's even hose bag.
Cool. Yeah, on to Caius, I guess. Okay, Caius's bag is the worst. 2.
You see How to T-Pose Effectively, a book.
It's like a book of like homemade tea recipes.
Yeah. And that's all you find in his bag. Besides, they all have other just regular adventuring supplies that just aren't what you need, but these are the things that have any sort of interest.
Caius also hasn't been adventuring in 20 episodes. So.
Yeah, he's been out of it for a while. I will say this too, because you did ask Heave and Ho to start trying to make some money. They got caught pretty quickly, but go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
64.
You find 640 gold between their 2 bags. Roll for Glass Eye.
Come on, surely he has a decent bag. God, my crew sucks. 7.
Oh my gosh. Roll a different die.
Okay. 14.
14, okay. Cool.
Yeah, these are going back in the box.
Are those the Misty Mountain ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good roll.
Sponsor us.
Yeah. The good roll brought to you by Tabletop Loot.
Perfect. Yeah, look at that. Hear that, Misty Mountain? You want us to talk about your dice? You fucking DM us right now.
Yeah, send me some of those Tron dice.
Okay, you find on a 14 in Glass Eye's bag, you find all sorts of cool shit in there. This guy was ready for everything. One of the things you find is an extra replacement eye. It just has a bullseye on it.
Okay.
You're like, oh, that's gross.
No, I'm gonna pocket that.
And then you find one vial of acid in there. You find some gears and just some items that seem to be randomly tossed in there, but things that can help you fix the explosive. And the last thing you find in there, roll a D100 for me.
Double 0 and a 3. Is that just 3?
So the last thing you find in there is, so this is just a normal backpack, and then there's another leather bag inside there, and you go to grab this. It looks like it's a bag of holding, and then you pause just for a moment as you think about Glass Eye and the things that he would do, and you recognize that this is actually a bag of devouring. This thing is actually essentially a mimic bag of holding. So it appears like a bag of holding. If you give it to someone, they'll think it. And if they put it in there, then literally what this thing will do is try to consume them.
Oh, why would you give me that?
You rolled a 3, and that is what the 3 is.
Now, see, if
I'm so happy that you rolled. I shit you not. That is on the random item table on a 3, on the Arcana, which at the level that you're at for rare are very rare items. This is what you got.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking perfect.
It is, but like you understand now. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck.
I just became so much more excited about where this is going. and I want to be clear, I was already excited about where it was going. Inanimate objects can be stored in the bag. However, once each day, the bag swallows any objects inside it and spits them out into another plane of existence. This is the last part, which is really important. If the bag is pierced or torn, it is destroyed, and anything contained within it is transported to a random location on the astral plane. For the sake of Dulcia, instead of being transported to a random location on the astral plane, they will get transported to a random location on the ethereal plane.
So how much of that does Stephanie actually like understand?
Roll an Arcana check.
That's a -1, so let's find out. It's a nat 20.
You're extremely familiar with these things. You haven't used them on the Sunburst because you know that Heave and Ho were not the brightest tools in the shed. But for a small while you were rebuilding your crew in the beginning, you would use these as essentially traps on your ship in case other pirates boarded you, because you knew it would just kind of keep all your stuff safe. So you have experienced these things. And that's why you paused almost before you grabbed, like, oh, clever.
Probably also like would have used it to hide contraband in case of like getting quote unquote pulled over in the ocean.
Yeah. It's like, well, I mean, I'll throw it in there and just if I lose it, I lose it. But at least
if they find it, that's on them.
Officer, it's in there. It's in there. Yeah. Cool. Those are the 4 bags. You found what you found.
Does the acid vial, is that clearly marked in some fashion compared to like a health potion?
The healing potions are the typical potion glass things.
Yeah.
This one is the science cylinder kind of tubing, and then it's discolored. We're like, oh, this is acid.
Okay. I guess first things first, I want to try to repair the makeshift explosive using the parts that I found.
Okay. Make a tinkering tools check, whatever you're kind of proficient in that you use for this kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. So 23.
On a 23, you're able to repair this thing. You have a functioning explosive device. It's the same kind of explosive that you had back on Morn.
The one that took out the tower?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I've also got the one that I made in Agarad when I was going back to the castle. Remember, yes. I was running for my parents.
Yep. Yeah. Cool. I'll say over at least an extra hour has gone by. Mm-hmm. You went through bags. You were tinkering with this. Actually, I'm going to say an hour and a half between going through the bags, seeing the things that were in there. The other thing I was going to ask you is, does Stephanie want to reunite with her friends?
I think it's a pipe dream. I think she understands that, at this point, she's lost everyone other than Larsha and Alaric, and she kind of feels like, losing Alina is inevitable. Even if she gets her off this ship, the power that was keeping her around is gone. And now all of her history that she thought was gone is gone again. So I think in her mind, uniting with them would be nice, but she's kind of resigned to, as we said, like way back when Larsha had her prisoner, like she's seen death. And this is another one of those cases where she's surrounded by it and she kind of understands that, like, there's a high chance this is it. Remind me, Tim, the guy that was in the like holding area with Alina.
Yeah.
Was he like a maintenance guy, or is he just in charge of that area?
He was just the grunt assigned to supervise the one prisoner.
Is there anybody that I've talked to besides the person in the map room and Tailnor that seemed like an officer on board? Because there's a tiefling in the map room that you said seemed to be a high-ranking person.
There was that one, and then there was none of your business seemed like a high-ranking person as well.
Cool. I'll seek him out.
Okay.
I just want to be clear. Everything that I found is in my bag with me.
Okay, yeah, you go search around and you find none of your business walking down one of the hallways on the third tier of the ship. Make a investigation check for me. I just want to see how much time passes.
Apparently I got lost. It's a 2.
Oh, no. Wait, was it a natural 1?
No, it was a 3 minus 1.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're hunting around for like 30 minutes. Also, you're trying to find a very specific crewman on a place where you don't know where that crewman would be on a ship that you're unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
That is fairly massive. So 30 minutes go by, and then you just you turn a corner and bump into him as he's just walking around with a clipboard, writing some things down. And goes, hey.
Oh, hey. I just had a quick question.
Okay.
I'm trying to think my way through some things, and often what keeps me, sort of on track and like thinking things through is to
walk with me. I got to go somewhere, but yeah, come on. I'm
okay,
listening.
cool,
Right.
cool.
So you're walking.
She like hustles along. So like working with my hands like helps me like really like figure out things in my head, and just I want to know if there are any sort of maintenance tasks that I can assist with.
He actually is like going through the maintenance checklist in front of like, this is perfect timing. I was just looking at some things here. We have one of the arcane engines is running a little slow down on tier 4, and we also have looks like the hot water is not heating up properly into the crew deck. And then it looks like Tim had just put in a maintenance request. Some of the cages aren't closing from when we let go of the prisoners earlier today. So yeah, those are the big things that we can kind of use some mechanical help with.
Wonderful. Well, I used to maintain a ship. I would be happy to look over the engines.
Perfect. Follow me. We'll go down to tier 4, and I'll get you set up with the crew down there so that you can help out.
Beautiful.
Cool. So he walks you down to the 4th tier. So you're back in like the bottom, like the guts of the ship, and walks into this large bay that's on the opposite side of the entrance that you came up. But there's similar to what you saw before. There are these mages that are on the side there that are casting spells onto these mechanical monstrosities that are allowing the ship to stay floating. And he points to one of them, and you can see like the gears are just, even with the magic energy, like something's going wrong there. The wizard that's there is like sweating profusely trying to figure out what to do. And there's one mechanic over there. The overalls are off downright, just wearing like the shirt and the overalls are tied around the bottom. He's got the gear wrench covered in grease and everything. The mechanic that is there is a human, young, looks to be maybe 20 years old, female. And he walks up and goes, hey, Janie, this one here, newly brought on by the Empress, apparently knows how to operate on a ship, offered to help you out. Janie goes, oh, nice to meet you, Janie.
Hello.
Puts her hand out.
Well, I'm Stephanie.
What do you know about arcane engines?
She puts her hands on her hips and she goes, well, I've heard of, mostly I worked with sales.
None of your business. Goes, well, this is none of my business. And everyone turns around and leaves.
Fuck you for having the best joke of the episode.
Yes.
Damn it. Okay, I resign. I'm just getting serious for the rest of this episode now. Cool. So I've got 4 hours. I'm in the engine room. And one of the wizards that's in here looks like one of the ones that helps keep the ship flying.
There are a total of 4 of those engines. Each of them has an assigned wizard there.
Gotcha.
And then there were more of these engines at the front. When you came in, you saw that there was engines there too.
Yeah. Cool. Janie, just point me at what you're looking at here. I'm kind of a quick learner, good with my hands and fixing things. So, just give me the rundown.
She starts walking you through sort of the process of elimination. She's like, this is the gears that aren't working together, but it's clearly not at that point of the gears. There's something downstream that is causing whatever's happening there. And so she's gone down, gear 1, she's gone down the work stream and like, I don't see anything here. And I'm starting down gear 2's work stream to see if there's something down here that's causing this to occur.
I think along the way, I will, like, if she points out anything that needs to be checked, I will make the effort to, like, actually check it and, like, kind of, like, help her and everything. And then at some point along it, I just want to be like, all this work talk, I don't feel like I'm understanding the systems here, but I'm not quite understanding the social systems of this ship. Give me the gossip.
I'm not sure how that's going to help us fix the engine. If we don't do this, then the gossip will be, oh God, we're all going to die because the Empress will kill us. I love the gossip talk. We can goss until the cows come home, which is a thing from my part of Dulcia. Cows are these little creatures. And, let's fix this first. And then I can tell you a little bit about Tim.
Beautiful. Can I use panache?
Sure.
Okay, so I just have to do persuasion check versus their insight check.
Okay.
26.
That beats her 7.
Cool.
So yeah, she's charmed by you. She's like listening. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And now I got a new goss pal when we're done with this. Like, fucking score.
Cool. So you were going to say something about Tim?
Oh yeah. So anyways, go ahead and make a. She's charmed by you, which means that she's going to be more likely to listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
That even on a 24, like it's not going to overrule. Like work has to get done. Like this is under threat of death. So I'll say roll with advantage. Your social interaction here is going to be your deception to pretend like you're fixing stuff.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll with advantage a deception check.
22.
You're just kind of like totally faking it, but she's like, God, like she's brilliant.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh yeah, Tim's just been he keeps trying to like organize like game nights and stuff, but he's one of those people who like he just doesn't quite get social interactions. And she's like, she's trying to fix one of the gears. He just gets a little too into it, like, hey, Tim, let's all play this game. And he's like, good, don't make eye contact or don't talk to anybody unless it's game talk. And it's like, Tim, we're here to socialize and have fun. The game is important, of course, but like, come on, man. And he's like, I'm not man, I am God. And it's just, and then we leave and then he feels bad and then we sort of feel bad, but like, it's his fault.
Well, not everybody was born to be a DM. In my experience, most DMs are dicks.
You're going to take... oh, shit. That's max damage. You die.
Oh, perfect. I parry.
Actually, I will take half death. She goes, yeah. Also, he's supposedly got some sort of dalliance going on with none of your business.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, like, were they, like, buddies at some point, or?
Buddies.
No, gotcha. Good for them.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Tim. Can you fix that little gizmo right there?
Well, yes, I can. What do I roll for this?
Are you trying to fix it, or are you going to try to pretend to fix it?
No, I'm going to fix it.
Okay, I'm going to say this is very much a disadvantaged, I guess we'll call it sleight of hand check, which I think will still default to whatever your 10 plus is.
So 21.
You just like, there's like a height difference here, and so you just have like the right angle, and you're like, oh, fuck, like I guess this goes righty-tighty, and it totally, that was the thing, and it fixes it, and you're like, oh shit. In fact, as it starts to vibrate, you're like, oh. And then Janie's like, oh, you fucking did it, slaps you in the back, starts taking a rag out, wipes her hands, starts cleaning the wrench that she was using. You're fucking brilliant, you are.
Oh, I do my best.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's get out of here. We should go probably check in with them in your business, see what other mechanical issues we need to work on.
Beautiful. And the wizard that was over there that looked kind of strained, is he going to be okay?
Oh, yeah, Snorkelvlock?
I won't call him that. I'll call him Wizzy.
Don't ever call him that. Snorkelflaw is, now that this is fixed, like you see, it's this dragonborn wizard. The sweat just immediately dries up and stands up a little straighter. Oi, thank you.
I shoot him like finger guns.
He pretends to get, oh, yeah, I like you.
We're going to get along great.
She's like, all right, hey, you want to walk with me? We go find out your business. We can check in, let them know you got this done.
Wonderful. Yes, let's go do that. How much time has passed?
You are 3 hours into your 6 hours.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go get another maintenance task.
All right, you find none of your business. Goes, oh, how'd it go? Oh, this one's brilliant. She fixed it right off the bat. Yeah, she's a little bit of a charmer. She is. All right, well, let's see. We still have the cages with Tim, and the hot water seems to have been fixed in the crew quarters, but it is now not working for the officers' lounge. Now you know a little bit about Tim. You might be able to go get some gossip from him. You want to go work that? I can go take care of the hot water. Maybe you and I meet up for some food later on in the kitchen.
I would love that. And hey, if we don't get this fixed, we'll both be in hot water.
It does the finger guns.
Stephanie does like a Matrix dodge, but she doesn't know what the Matrix is.
They grab you like, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. That might have been a little dramatic. It works better in slow motion.
All right, cool. Jenny heads off. None of your business leaves. So now you're just standing in this hallway.
Yeah, I'll make my way over to Tim.
You walk in there. You see Alina is just still facing away, sitting down in her cage in the far end. And Tim is just sitting at the desk. He's just reading some sort of paper. He goes, oh, hello. Good to see you again. I really appreciate early on you told me to go eat something. That meant a lot. Like I really did need to eat. I feel better now. Yeah, I saw you fed the prisoner, made my life easier because I brought something down for her. And then I was like, sweet, I get seconds. And it was great. It was delicious.
Oh, hell yeah, Tim. You deserve that, you know? I don't feel like you get enough recognition around here.
I really feel that way, yeah. The only one who ever really talks to me is none of your business.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you too close?
I mean, he's a nice fellow and all, yeah.
Yeah, well, wonderful. I'm glad that you're making friends.
Yeah, I try, you know, just, you were there earlier, you saw sometimes I just put my foot in my mouth, and it's just hard.
Well, hey, I heard that you were having some issues with these cages.
Yeah, these cages, it was where that fucking orc was in. He was just too big, and so, like, the metal is just not closing. I can't figure out what to do with it.
Gotcha. Could we get these closer to work with?
Well, I mean, yeah, here, I can lift it up, and he pulls it, so it just lifts up off the ground, so that way you can, like, essentially get underneath it and work on the cage.
Cool. Yeah, I will try to repair it.
Okay. What are you trying to do here? Like,
I'm trying to get
on going into, like, and fixing things, but I don't know what's happening.
I'm trying to befriend the crew.
Okay.
I want them to think that I'm worthwhile here.
Okay, cool. You go to the cage. You can see, again, it's some of the screws and bolts are just messed up on it. One of the metal parts of the frame has to be removed and re-welded on there. And there is tools along the side to be able to do all of those things that you need to do to fix this.
As I'm doing this, I'm going to try to panache charm Tim. A natural 20.
Cool. That beats his 3.
Now, Tim, I heard that you were trying to throw together a game night.
His eyes fucking light up. Oh, do you play games?
Oh, you know, I'm more of an observer, but I love when people engage with their hobbies.
What kind of games do you like to watch?
Oh, you know, anything involving dice, cards, like any sort of game, really. It's just all about that thrill of seeing people enjoy themselves, you know?
Yeah, we play Three Dragon Ante. We play Hobbies and Gobbies. You know, sometimes we play Settlers of Catan.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Those are all such excellent games. You know, I heard that you were having trouble getting people to play.
Well, people show up, but then, like, they don't want to play the game. They just want to talk. And I'm like, we're here to play games, not talk. Talking is for other times. You know, you work when you work, and you play games when you play games, and then you talk elsewhere.
You know, usually what I find is a good motivator for people is money. Have you thought about creating, like, sort of like a winning pool?
Oh, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, we could, like, you know, everyone got to chip in, like $5 ante or something like that, and then, like, whoever wins gets the pool of money. I would be rich because I'm so good at games. I fucking rule.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
You should do that for night 2, but for night 1, I will fund your pool.
You do that for me?
Absolutely.
All right. You can pick the game. What game should we play?
Oh, I think you should all play Hobbies and Gobbies, and whoever does the most damage wins.
I love it. Yeah.
I'm going to hand him 250 gold.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool. 250 gold to Timmy Boy. I really, really appreciate this, Miss Stephanie. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you're part of the crew now.
Yes, well, I think it's going to be a wonderful time here. Could I actually make a request?
I mean, you can make any request you want. I'll do my best to help you out. I can't make any promises.
Would you be willing to go and get me a snack? I realize I haven't really eaten.
And he leaves.
I am going to, since I just repaired the cages, I think I'm going to.
So go ahead and make a Tinker's Tool check to see if you actually repair the cages.
You mean Thieves' Tools?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, Thieves' Tools.
So this one I just rolled straight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then my proficiency bonus. 19.
Cool. Actually, you would roll it with advantage, but 19 is good enough.
19.
Cool. You spend some time. Were you working on this while you were conversing with Tim?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say it's another before Tim leaves to repair this with another 30 minutes. So you're 3.5 hours. You have 2.5 hours left.
Wonderful. So I'm going to, because previously I had discovered that this room was under observance because of the Walmart camera on the ceiling.
Yes. That's correct.
I am going to act like I'm tugging on the cages to see how taut they are on the chains.
Yeah. It's those, you see the ads where they talk about installing the things in the garage. Look how strong it is. And
yeah.
Hanging off of it. Yeah.
The way that I was kind of picturing this was the chains run up to the ceiling and then back towards where Tim was setting.
Yeah.
And then there's probably an enclosure where they're spooled up.
Yes.
So what I would love to do is look uncertain of how secure these are, and then go over and open up the enclosure that has the chains spooled up.
So
and
go ahead and make a deception check for me first for the camera.
Okay, so
are you proficient with deception?
I am.
Okay.
So does a nat 1 still count as a nat 1?
Oh yeah, it does.
Fuck. Cool. Yeah, I got a nat 1.
What happens? Why is it so obvious that Stephanie is being not clearly investigating this thing?
I think while she's trying to act sly and everything, she just walks headfirst into one of the cages. And it just throws her off and she completely drops. She's just what the fuck just happened?
Awesome. Cool. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
I love that. That's great. And then you stumble over to the cage, start opening it. It's oh yeah, she's clearly just trying to get into this thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I want to go over to the panel where the chains are.
Okay.
I mean, I've been observed fixing shit, so I feel like this still gives me some plausible deniability. Yeah, I want to sort of feign fixing these chains, but I want to pull out the bag of ball bearings that I found and just kind of with one hand sort of look upwards, and then with the other sort of fill these spools. Yeah, just to try to
look over here. Look over here.
My goal with that is to try to jam it so it doesn't unspool.
Try to jam it so it doesn't unspool. Okay, great. So roll disadvantage deception first.
19.
Okay, cool. So you're able to sort of distract it despite being slightly concussed.
Yeah.
And then let's see. I'm going to say just make a luck check to see if this is going to work or not. 10 or higher.
19.
Cool. You are able to pull it in there. You're leaning over, just enough as you're looking at this thing. And so you just gently dump the ball bearings into this. And you can tell it's getting in between the links and stuff. So it's definitely going to create some level of friction there for sure.
Cool.
Whether you fully disabled it or not, you won't know till it works, but you can definitely tell it's going to make it so it definitely won't work as intended and less likely that it'll work at all.
Awesome. I think, okay, I'm going to walk over to Alina's cage.
Okay.
And I'm going to put my hands on my hips and be I have big plans for you coming up.
She just kind of looks up and goes, can't wait to find out about it, Stephanie.
Oh, well, would you like a taster?
I don't know what that means.
Stand up.
Why?
Approach me.
Why?
So I can show you what's to come.
Make a persuasion check.
Unnatural 20. I'm proficient,
yeah,
so it's always going to be
awesome.
10 plus 10.
Yeah. Stupid rogues. She sits there for a second, contemplates. Fine. She stands up. She walks up. She's still, that weight is still on her, right? But she gets close, like within a few inches of the bars there. What, Stephanie?
I'm going to hold up one finger, reach into my bag, and what I want to do, this uniform, it has long sleeves, right?
Yeah, it's long sleeved. It's like a
Cool.
Class A, if anyone knows what that means, type of uniform.
So I'm going to hold up one finger to her and then reach into my bag. And what I want to do is slide the acid vial up one sleeve. And then I'm going to, oh, this is so dumb. So I'm going to say that I put the acid vial up my left sleeve and ball my right hand into a fist.
Okay.
I don't like that you're pulling out papers.
Go on.
And I'm going to suddenly like stand up, grab her. Is she still wearing her armor?
No, she's just wearing any of her underclothing. So all of her gear's been taken off.
Cool. So I basically want to like bunch up her shirt with my left hand and like pull her towards me and punch her in the face. But while I'm doing that, the goal here is to slide the acid vial down her shirt so she has it.
Okay, so let's see. How okay. She gets up. I think, okay, first off, make a deception check.
19.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll a unarmed attack roll.
Is that just plus my proficiency?
Yeah.
12.
Okay, cool. So you grab her, you've got the vial hidden, you go to punch her, and I think on a 12, she pulls back as you go to do that and is able to kind of release the grip. She still doesn't trust you not despite, but like in light of everything, doesn't trust you. So you go to do this, and then the acid vial like comes out of your, so she like catches it in front of her as it goes, and she's like, what? And then she quickly like hides it because she doesn't know what it is, but she like doesn't want things to see. But she goes into the back of the cage. It's like, what the fuck is your problem, Stephanie?
Well, you punched me earlier.
You deserved it. You still fucking deserve it.
Potentially, but I still want to hit you back.
She tries to kick you through the cage.
Can I do that thing where I catch her leg and just push her backwards?
Yeah, we won't even roll for
Cool.
it. Yeah, you just catch it and like throw her back. She falls back. She goes, why don't you just fuck off, Stephanie? Oh, here's your bestie, the fucking Empress. And you hear footsteps coming up behind you.
Awesome. Yeah, I will spin on my heel and be like, so I've helped out a bit with the ship, cleared up my head. I think I have some plans going forward.
Oh, Stephanie, you don't have much time left. I'm glad you're ingratiating yourself with my crew. You've been ingratiating yourselves with your own life and determining where the fucking fragments are.
Well, I do recall. You remember Zaymar?
You watch as Tim walks in, like behind the Empress with some food, like sees the Empress, sees you, turns fucking immediately about face and walks out.
Good for him.
Yes, I remember the Goliath.
Well, he had a compass that he gave me. It points to the stones. I'm going to pull out Navi's right ankle.
She casts minor illusion, and you see some of the scrying that she did on you, and it shows you guys on the stoned pupil pulling out the actual compass that shows you the way as you guys were checking, like, hey, is this still the right way to go?
Yeah.
She goes, that's clearly not the same compass, Stephanie.
Do you truly think I would only leave one tool and allow my friends to steal it from me? I always have a backup.
Show me right now.
Wonderful. Do you have a stone?
Why do you need a stone?
So I can show you that it's pointing to it.
Why don't you pull it out and let me see what it points to?
Yeah, I'll flip it open.
It points to just slightly off of north still.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, well, we're on the edge of Agarend.
Mm-hmm.
That's pointing out of Agarend. And I know your friends haven't left the city. It appears that is just a fucked up compass.
Stephanie's going to stare at it, and she's going to go, that fucking elf. The stone, my compass.
Stephanie, let me give you a little bit of motivation.
Absolutely.
She gets on one of the sending stones, and she goes, "Take us 5 clicks west." And you can feel the engine start to go. She goes, "Watch the princess. Watch what happens as we leave this barrier." And you see as the ship is now starting to leave the barrier, Alina keels over in pain all of a sudden, and you can see her body's like becoming blurry, and the red stone that is around the necklace that the Empress is wearing starts to glow. She goes, "Oh, typically they just die whenever they leave this area. Watch this." And you watch as her body starts to shake more and more. She starts to throw up. She's screaming in pain. And you just see this essence kind of rise up out of her body. And it starts to almost fade away. And as it does, the Empress reaches out and it sucks into the crystal. And then left there is just an empty corpse of what used to be the Princess Alina. "Stephanie, stop messing around. Find my fragments. In 2 hours, you can join her."
She's going to pause and just go.
Tailnor's going to lift up his paw.
Because I said in the last episode, she has to stick to this character that she's playing. So I think she's just going to eye Alina's body and just go, "Why would that motivate me?"
"You're good at keeping up ruses even for yourself. Tick-tock." And she turns around and leaves. As she leaves out the door, "Tim, get back to your station." Tim runs it. "Oh, sorry, madam." "I got you some snacks. I got a parfait. They actually had Sundays out. I don't know why. It's usually not till Fridays. So I got you a Sunday. I don't know if you like chocolate on there, but I got some like nuts and everything on there. There's also some strawberries, carrots."
On the Sunday?
Oh, no, it's on the side of the Sunday. I wouldn't. No, that's weird. Yeah, I would never.
I think she's just going to kind of let him say all that and let it wash over her and then go, "Tim, treat yourself. I've lost my appetite," and walk out.
Do you kind of walk aimlessly for a little bit? Like,
Empress Tailnor destroyed my lantern, right?
Yeah.
And it's been a total of 6 hours since I first boarded the ship.
At this point, as the Empress has walked away, it's been 6 hours. Correct.
So I've got 2 hours left. It's been 6 hours. I knew it only took a minute to cast the mansion. I will go to the map room.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get an idea of what's happening in the surrounding areas.
Awesome. You make your way there. Do you kind of stumble your way there? Like, are you still walking with purpose, or is time slowing down for you?
She's walking with purpose, but I think her breathing is becoming like ragged.
Yeah. Just takes you a few minutes to get up to the map room. And so there's soldiers in here, some officers, and then they have that minor illusion map that's in the center. And you can see they've sort of pinpointed out where they have these masses of Agared citizens, whether those are soldiers or just civilians, Agared citizens grouped up in different areas where they've essentially left them to cry out in pain, trying to figure out where your compatriots might be. It's pretty much the whole city has been taken over. So there's things everywhere that's not like fully ruined, and they are still looking in the radius around Norla Gate is still where they're sort of more focused, but they've gone everywhere else in the city as well.
Cool. Is the tiefling that was in the map room before still there?
Yeah.
Is it like a table or is it just like a hologram kind of thing?
It's a table with a hologram on it.
Cool. I'll lean against the table and be like, "Have there been any updates on finding the stones?"
Nothing yet. Your proposal, while clever and brutal, doesn't seem to have brought either of them out of hiding.
She is going to sort of nod to that and just say, "So no signs whatsoever."
Nothing that we've seen. One of the former prisoners is still here, and she zooms in on the minor illusion. You can see where Caius is. He is in this alleyway with some other Agared soldiers that have been wounded right there, and he's still alive but in pain and wounded and everything. And he goes, so we kept kind of checking this area to see if they would be around there, assuming they would care about him more than they'd care about the other civilians, but we've seen and heard nothing. She zooms the map back out. Any other good ideas? How else might we lure your friends out?
And there are no leads whatsoever?
We don't even know what a lead would look like at this point, other than if someone spotted him. No one spotted him.
Well, how the hell have you been tracking the stones besides spying on us?
We were spying on you.
You have no tools to do this. You have an armada and no tools to track the stones.
You're going to have to talk to the Empress. In 10 years, she's been looking for him.
Stephanie shakes her head and she goes, this place is mismanaged. And she's going to make her way to the Empress's quarters.
Cool. As you turn on your heels, make an intelligence saving throw. And I'm going to say actually with disadvantage.
Not great. 7.
You make an about face as a little bit more time has passed now, and you suddenly feel this pull inside your brain, and it stops you in your tracks, and then it increases in vibration and loudness, and then it's just deafening inside your head as you keel over in pain as you recognize that all of the memories of all of Agrid citizens are being pulled from your head right now. And the last thing you see is just the ground as you go unconscious. And your brain is pretty much sundered at this moment.
Jesus.
Tales of the Ever After is Randall Marsh as Alaric Thilden. Kate J. White is Larsha Thilden. Lynn Shephard is Stephanie Bradshaw. And Tyler Boroff, that's me, and your DM. Our theme music is by Randall Marsh, and our cover art is by Lisa Turbant. Connect with us over on Instagram or Threads at Tales of the Ever After, also on Blue Sky at Tales of Ever After. We have some fun projects and announcements in the works that will be coming out shortly, one of which is you can now support us directly. We've set up a Buy Me a Coffee, which is linked in the show notes of this episode. It's also accessible on all of our social media accounts. If you're enjoying our show, and obviously if you have the means, your support would mean the world to us. But only if you can. Times are tough. Take care of yourself, your community first. We'll be putting any of those funds that we get towards production of future episodes, potentially hiring some crew to help behind the scenes, paying for art as we think about season 2 and other things that we've got going on, and then just continuing to make exciting new stories to share with you. Speaking of stories, Tales of the Ever After. We'll be back on Tuesday, April 14th. We'll see you then, Wanderers.
Have Larsha and Alaric just made like a Stephanie doll out of like pillows and like found hair?
Just having tea with her.
Yeah.